My name is Taylor Parker, and I'm in Intro to Sociology 1310 at Texas State University. My visual sociology project is self-expression through non-traditional gender norms, basically like the transgenders in our community. So going through this, I used basically different sociological concepts such as in-group, self-concept, culture, stereotypes, and gender socialization and public opinion, and provided their vocabulary terms. So when you look across cultures, you find that people have a wide range of beliefs about gender. Some cultures look at people and see 6 genders, while others see 2. And some cultures have created specific ways for people to live in the roles that are different from that were assigned to them at birth. In addition, different cultures also vary in their definitions of masculine and feminine. And whether we view someone as transgender depends on the cultural lenses we are looking through, as well as how people identify themselves. Our society is, however, very harsh on gender variant people. Some transgender people have lost their families, their jobs, their homes, and their support. Transgender children may be subject to abuse at home, at school, or in the communities. And a lifetime of this can be very challenging and can sometimes cause anxiety disorders, depression, and other psychological illnesses. And these are not the root of their transgender identity. Rather, they're the side effects of society's intolerance of transgender people. And around the country, laws, policies, attitudes are changing, making life better for transgender people overall. And more employers, for example, now have policies which ban discrimination based on gender identity. And transgender activists around the country and in Washington, D.C. are working to pass anti-discrimination laws that provide protections for transgender people and send a message to their communities that intolerance is not acceptable. And the transgender movement is part of a long line of activism as people have worked to claim their civil rights in this community. But there's still much work to do. When researching this project, I found an article from this boy who was very against transgender people in the community. And he wrote, quote, "Transgender people suffer from mental illness, and as a result, they deserve our sympathy. The time for compromise is over. Do not apologize for misgendering them. Do not feel bad for calling him Bruce. Do not be afraid to make jokes about them. And do not ever apologize for rejecting their unscientific hogwash. This noisy 0.001% of the population is sick and should not be allowed to dictate the rest of us." And I found that this article, or this quote from Adam Hobbs, was just really a big insight into just the misconception and the wrong views that a lot of people carry. And I feel like that's just really hurting or harming our society and giving us a lower knowledge and standpoint on this change that has been long expected and long overdue. So I'm hoping that my sociological visual presentation over this subject will help to kind of change how society views transgender people, to show that they're not just someone that's confused about their gender, but more so someone who's learning to self-express, or someone who's learning to express themselves by whatever way they feel comfortable. Thank you so much.